will feel like, okay, you won't be doing it. Your inner self will say, okay, you can't do this work. You are weak. You're not strong enough to do this and all. But you're consciously, you want to do it. And somehow you want to figure out how to do this work. But there is always some resistance inside you, right? That is telling you, okay, you can't do this. No matter what, how hard you're trying to impose that conscious thought on your subconscious, but that resistance always tell you that you can't do this work. You are weak. You are not good enough and all. So how can you like overcome that? How can you convince yourself so that you can achieve the greater success in your life? Yeah.
Right.
That's my question.
Yeah, good question, Karthik. And yes, that automatic negative thoughts, right? So I call it ants. Or automatic. Inside there's an ant which is always bothering us, which is automatic negative thoughts, and that inner resistance. And what you resist, you persist, right? What you fight, you strengthen, because wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. And if that is consuming our energy, then the outer world is nothing but an inner conversation pushed out. And then we'll draw more of that, no matter how much we are saying something or talking positive. So how do you change your inner conversation, right? So there are two ways to change, as I explained also before. One is through meditation, you change your emotional state. Because what is pushing that inner conversation? What is that limited belief which is coming up? What is that or negative impulse which is coming up because of the poor emotional state? Our body is addicted. Our body, because every time you think a thought, your body produces a chemical. The moment the body produces a chemical, moment our mind produces a chemical, our body feels. Right? Now, over a period of time, you have produced same chemicals again and again by thinking the same thought so many times, and now feeling it so many times that our body is addicted to that chemical. So because of that, we have become emotional addicts. We have become and not because our body wants to feel the same way, and we don't want to give up that feeling of lack or fear or anxiety. That we have become addicted to those feelings or grievance or grief. We want our inner talk, even if the outer situation is very good, even everything is great outside. The inner talk will go into some past or will try to speculate some worst outcome and start creating, so that with that inner talk, you will you'll release that chemical which our body is addicted to. That's why most of the time we are living in the memories of the past. Right? So because of that chemical addiction. So we have to learn to deny that body, that chemical addiction. And the best way to deny that body or to transform in the easiest way is meditation. When you meditate, you transform your emotional state. And then you will think equal to your emotional state. When your emotional state is good, then your thinking will change. Then your inner talk will change. So, and the other is awareness. No, I don't want to. A lot of times, say you're thinking of the negative thought, or not just negative thought. It could be anything. We are so used to reading negative news. Now, by going through the negative news, you are reading the newspaper and saying that, oh, I am reading it because I want to know what's happening around my world. But most of the newspaper carries negative news. Nobody is talking, oh, on the front page, oh, there's a master called Shakahara Ji and he's organizing this workshop and you must do online workshop. No, but negative news everybody will cover, right? So, and that translates into our inner talk then. So our inner conversation will continue during the day in and day out, and during the throughout the day, and even we'll take it back to your sleep. Right? Even just before sleep, we go with the same inner talks going on. So focus on what you are reading, focus on what you are watching. Focus on and that is also influencing your inner talk. Focus, so we need to be very aware, very conscious of every time where I am focusing my attention on. We are, as human beings, we are a focusing mechanism. Wherever you focus on, whatever you focus on will expand in your life. So change your focus to what you want in your life and not what you do not want. No matter, it is not about being personal. The way the law of attraction works is not, it is nothing personal about it. You may read 10 negative news and feel bad about it, or feel sad about whatever it is. But okay, but what the universe is, oh, you are feeling sad or you are feeling bad. Okay, let me give you more of what, so that you can feel more bad. Universe is only matching your emotional. But our problem is we are so obsessed by the current reality. Just because it is true, we believe it. Seeing is believing, right? I believe it because I see it. But I'll say that because you believe it, that's why you're seeing it. So change your belief systems, change what you want to see in your life. Like Gandhiji used to say, right? Buri baat socho mat, buri mat padho mat, buri baat dekho mat, buri baat suno mat. Simple thing, but that is so true. Don't focus on only what you want to see in your reality. A lot of times people say, oh, I feel disconnected so much. They get into spiritual and they are so concerned about the misery around the world. They are so concerned about, oh my God, so much of bad is happening around the world. But the world is of polarity. Life is about polarity. There's so much good also happening. There's so much bad also happening. Every rose has its thorn. Every night is followed by a dawn. So we are living in a world of polarity, and that's what makes the world special. So it is the contrasting situation which makes it special, which makes it unique. But what makes your world is where you give your attention to. Right? So focus on what you want and not what you do not want. Change your focus. Change your attention. Right? And meditation, breathwork, these are two powerful tools to change your inner alignment. And don't let the outside misery or others' problem lose your alignment. You lose your connection with your inner being. Most of the time, they say, I am too good, I am happy for myself, but I am unhappy because, oh, my family is going through this, or my husband is going through this, or my children are going through this. But actually, by losing your alignment, you're not helping them. Don't let others' non-alignment lose your alignment. One in alignment is more powerful than millions who are not. If you really want to help the others, then make sure that you are in your alignment. If you are in a high energy and others in this low energy, and if their low energy is pulling you to come back to that energy, how are you going to help them? One beggar cannot help another beggar, right? You can only help them from that place, from the place of higher energy. So don't let others' misalignment lose your alignment. Your alignment is all that matters. And then you can truly help them, because others may first observe you. Then they will aspire to be like you. They will take the example of your balance, your calm, your love, your joy, which you are radiating, which is radiating in your energy field. Your energy speaks to them even before you speak. And then they will aspire to become like that. Then I'll ask you, oh, you are meditating. Can I also learn meditation? And that is when you will really help them. So no matter what the outside environment is, what the situation is, don't let your inner alignment lose because of outside non-alignment. Don't let the outside news or the outside information, negative information, consume your inner conversation. Thank you.
Next is we have Parul Panditji. Can you unmute yourself, Parulji?
Thank you so much for this wonderful conversation, Shreyashi, and also grateful to Chandraji for having invited you. Sir, I'd like to know how do we empower our inner talk such that it can actually manifest things in the outside world? How do we consistently stay in that state? And are there any practices we can put into place? Like when you look at yourself, for example, before embarking on this journey, and now, what practices do you think have been helpful for you to consistently stay in this state?
Right. So I use visualization a lot. Imagination. Imagination is, as Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Right? As human beings, we have a power, we have a faculty to imagine. Even if something is not there, but you can imagine it. Right? Because imagination can transcend time and space. I can close my eyes and think of my friend sitting in America and actually hug that person. There are no physical limitations. Imagination transcends physical limitations. And energetically, and my vibration goes everywhere. Locations means nothing. Vibration can go anywhere. By doing that and by feeling it, my vibration has already gone to that person. So use the power of, so it could be people, places, situation, times, events. It could be anything. You can use your imagination for a situation. What you want to manifest in your life, see it as if it's already happened and feel it. Imaginal acts become facts. But not just imagination, but it's also visualization and emotionalization. It has to be backed by the corresponding emotions. So think it and feel it. See it as if it's already happening in the present moment and feel it. So most of the time, because if you that was the power we already had as a child, we were very imaginative. We were very creative. Our parents told us there was Santa Claus. We always thought, Santa Claus is real. If I'm playing with my toys, I remember I used to feel that horse was so real. If somebody took my horse, I used to cry a lot. But later on, I realized that, this horse was just a toy. And then we started losing our power to imagine, because we are conditioned to believe. We are conditioned to practice that only seeing is believing. What you see is only real. But what I say is, even what you cannot see, but even if you see it in your mind, can become real in your life. Our power to imagination has slowly been beaten down by the conditions of our life, by the adversities, by the challenges, because then you become narrow focused. When you are going through challenges or we become very narrow focused. We are only obsessing of the current reality. We are always living in a flight and fight mode. Like, so suppose a tiger is attacking you. Now, if I ask you, what will you cook for me for dinner tonight? You will say, to hell with your dinner. I want to first save my life. And all you want is to run and save yourself. Right? So your all energy is focused on flight and fight mode to save, survival. Then when your energy is focused on survival, you cannot be creative. So same way we live our life. Most of the energy is focused on survival. And then you become so narrow focused. All you are wanting to see, what is my road ahead? Where can I run? You are not interested in oh wow, I'm in a jungle. It's so beautiful trees. What a fresh air. No, all you want to see the path ahead and run. So you become very narrow focused. The same way, when we are going through flight and fight mode, when we are going through challenges, adversities, we become very narrow focused. We lose our creativity. But that does not mean it is not there. So we have to use our power of imagination to focus on what we want. And focus on what we want to manifest and feel it as already there. And that is how we draw the reality into your life. But a lot of times we worry. When we are faced with challenges, we start worrying about it. Worry is a prayer for manifesting what you do not want. Because when you're worrying, you're imagining the worst outcome, you're speculating the worst outcome. And then it becomes real. And you said, oh, I thought it so. But it became true because you thought it so. By worrying, you increase the probability of that happening in your life. So worrying or anxiety is the worst use of imagination. And creativity is the best use of imagination. To use it creatively, to focus on what you want, even though just because it is not there does not mean it cannot happen. So use it creatively in the direction of your wishes fulfilled. That's why I say wishes fulfilled, not wishes fulfilling. As if it's already happened, wishes are fulfilled. And so how would you feel if your wishes are fulfilled? Thank you. And so coming to my practice, I always use meditation and visualization as a tool. During the end of my meditation, I always meditate so that during the meditation, I transform my emotions. I'm in a state of calm. I transform my emotional state where I'm naturally feeling love, joy, happiness. Then I visualize what I want to manifest in my life, as if it's already there. I plan my day, I plan my months or my year, as if it's already there. Like when Pyramid Valley was not there at all, I used to visualize every day as if it's a monument. It is already there. It is, lakhs of people are visiting there. Thousands of people are coming every day and getting transformation, getting inspired. I visualize that even though we had financial challenges, but my financial situation changed, or all of a sudden I have some windfall profit because the Pyramid Valley work is stuck and I'm visualizing money is flowing and the work is happening now. So all of a sudden business will give me windfall gain, unexpected gain, and then I'll channel that money for Pyramid Valley. So when you protect your purpose will protect you. When you become the right channel, when you become the right energy, when you give the right energy framework in the direction of what you want to manifest, then things will flow into your life effortlessly. We are constantly manifesting. We are constantly, wellness is always flowing. Abundance is always flowing. It's only whether you are resisting it or whether you are allowing it. Abundance is a natural state. Well-being is a natural state. It is not something we have to get it. That is a natural state. That is a true state. Love is a true state. It is only whether you are resisting it or you are allowing it. So all we need is to lose the resistance, to drop the resistance. And how do you drop the resistance? With the help of meditation, by withdrawing from the current reality. When you become nobody, nothing, nowhere, no place, no time, you drop the resistance because now you're no more thinking about your current reality. You're no more identifying with your personality. Oh, I'm a mother, I'm a businessman, I'm a father, I'm a housewife, I'm a teacher. Right now, because your resistance comes with your identity. Your resistance comes with your current reality. But once you withdraw from the current reality, once you drop your identity, once you become nobody, nothing, then the resistance is dropped. The moment you drop your resistance, you connect with your inner being. Then your inner being, your inner source becomes your ultimate resource. And then from that state, when you visualize, when you feel what you want to see in your life, it could be a materialistic thing, or even it could be like a relationship, or it could be somebody's health. When you see that person as healthy, when you see that person in terms of relationship, or when you see that person find their inner connect, or their inner joy, or they find their inner connection, that is when you are truly helping them. Not by worrying about them. I worry because I love about them. But if you love them, then see them as God, see them as if they are their inner connection, see them as joyful. By worrying, you are adding problem to the problem. The truth is, problem is not the problem. How you look at the problem is the problem. Right. Thank you.
Or do
Thank
we
you,
have,
Parul. I hope I have clarified you.
would you take a few more? Do we have more time? Just checking with you.
I am fine with you. I am fine with the time. Yeah.
Perfect. Next is Sonal Vaikulji. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. I'm so fortunate to be conversing with you in real like this. So thank you so much for making time for all of us. My question is that when we are on this journey of discovering ourselves, and we kind of realize that at a conscious level, I'm doing this, but my inner conversation is contradicting. I also may realize that this is the belief that I'm operating from. And I may also take support of all these tools so that I can transform that belief. Many a times, what happens is when we are doing these workshops or when we are constantly doing meditations, keeping in mind this intention of transforming this particular belief, for some period of time, we do experience a change. And sometimes it's for days, months, years. And then something happens and the same emotion and same belief triggers. So how do we know that whether it has really transformed or we have just kind of partially transformed or suppressed or denied it? Or how do we know that it's changed?
So I'll say that this is our analytical mind. This is our analytical mind. Oh, I have that belief. What you focus on expand. When you keep focusing on, oh, I have this belief, you're aware it's fine. But if you keep focusing on that belief, oh, I want to change that belief. It's like saying, oh, I don't want black elephant. I don't want black elephant. What is the universe seeing you? Black elephant. Oh, let me bring it to you. It does not see what you do not want. It just see what is the vibration you are offering to the universe. When you are focusing on that belief, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to change my belief. I want to change. Stop doing that. You're giving more energy to that. The truth is, focus on what you want. And the best is what you want is what you're already there. Somebody asked Buddha, what have you gained through meditation? He said, nothing. I've lost so much. I've lost my pain. I've lost my anxiety. I've lost my fear of death. I've lost my guilt. I've lost my shame. But when I lost everything, I found myself. So meditation itself is a process of losing unwanted things. You will naturally drop whatever is not desirable, whatever is not resonating with that vibration. Your belief, every emotion, every belief has its own personal vibration and frequency. With meditation, when you raise your vibration, any thought, any emotion, any belief system which is not resonating with that vibration will naturally drop out. Because now your body is no more a safe home for that. Your mind is no more a safe home for that belief system to sustain. So it will naturally disappear. It will naturally dissolve. It will naturally leave you. So you don't need to focus on that. Yes, if you're not a meditator, then you can go to a psychiatrist, psychoanalyst, and psychologist, and you can take 10 years, 20 years of psychotherapy to work on your belief system, But you have a powerful tool, meditation. You are a meditator. It's about good, better, best. When you have best in your hand, then why do you are focusing on good technology or better technology? Use the best technology. Your meditation, this is the best technology of transformation. So focus, just do meditation. Just focus on feeling good. And when you feel good, all that beliefs which is not aligned with that feeling of higher vibration will naturally drop away. All of a sudden you will feel, oh, I'm more confident. I feel more abundant. I feel more joyful. Any adversities, you are no more stressed. You don't need, you're happy for no reason. You don't need to outsource your happiness to to buy an expensive product or in some expensive shop. The source becomes your ultimate resource. This becomes your primary source of happiness. Your inner being becomes your primary source of happiness. And that when that becomes your primary source of happiness, all these beliefs will naturally drop away. Yeah. Thank you.
We have Smita ji next. Smita ji?
Apna pranam, Shreyans Guruji. I've attended your sessions early part of this year, Jan Feb.
Okay.
And
Nice.
I draw immense source of energy from you always. Gratitude.
Thank you.
I just I had the questions earlier. I had brought this topic up earlier as well in Chandra sir's conversations. But then I wanted to share, my questions are actually answered through these conversations that I've been hearing you today. A lot of my questions are answered. I had this thought of, the patterns that I have been always limiting my beliefs. So my question was around how do I break that pattern? What are the tools? Yeah, is that clear? Is that